Okay, remember how a little while ago we sort of reached the apex of a Blitler arc with Kanye West pledging allegiance to Adolf Hitler. Only a slight exaggeration. You had that really funny run up where over the course of a couple of years, Kanye West stopped taking his meds, and then he started getting more right wing, including appearing with Donald Trump. And then, like, every right winger was praising him. And then, like, for some reason, somehow, coincidentally, he became a Nazi. And all of the right wing, like, kind of alternated between defending him and, like, quietly distancing themselves from him. Just a weird sort of progression there, how being more right wing and aligning with the Republicans, then very short jump over to just being a Nazi. It was very curious stuff. Then, of course, he watched 21 Jump Street, and it made him, a good citizen of the world again. Jonah Hill saved Yedolf from, eternal Hitlerdom. Unfortunately, they never made a 22 Jump Street, so he's back at it again. We got a wacky yay video for you. The only lead up to this that I'm aware of, apart from the fact, wait, they did? Well, then why haven't they shown it to him? Quick! What are you doing? All right, well, while we're waiting for someone to show him 22 Jump Street, the only lead up to this that I'm aware of is Ye asked Nicki Minaj to contribute to the music that he's doing right now, and she said no. But also Nicki Minaj went on Kai Cenat's stream and sat in a big throne, so I guess it was perceived as an insult for her to turn down Kanye while also doing something as, like, I guess, like, low as appearing on a Twitch stream. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, there was a listening party held for Ye's music, and
With the LV show, these niggas is colonizers. The French own 80% of the banks in Africa. That's why I just met with MBS, head of Saudi. We don't have to bow to this shit, nigga. Okay, it's 60 million of us in America, 60 million Jews in the world. 50% of our deaths is abortion. 25% of us go to prison. Raise one hand if you don't know one nigga in prison, one nigga got locked up, and one nigga poor. Raise your hand if you don't know one person got abortion. Now I'll tell you, if it was in a Jewish mother on Friday with no
all right. I'm gonna break this down about as good as I can here. So a kind of conspiratorial belief that Black Hebrew Israelites and Blitler types occasionally bring up is the idea that abortion was legalized and popularized by eugenicist Jews who wanted to use it to cull the black population. And to this day, black people have more abortions per capita than white people do. Of course, the reason black people have per capita more abortions than white people isn't because of the nefarious Jew. It's because poverty correlates in many cases with poor family planning. It's as simple as that. Black people are poorer. That means there's more unwanted children. That means there's more abortions. There's other more complicated, like, broader socioeconomic stuff that leads into it, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Yeah. How dumb do you have to be to not understand that? Well, Yi is a musical genius, I've been told. I don't know enough about music to really deny it. Definitely not a socioeconomic genius, I gotta say. Not on the ball on that one. Vosh, a bunch of eugenics advocates did want to make abortion more legal so black populations would be held in check, but that was evangelical whites, not Jews. Also, literally everything in society 100 years ago was done by eugenicist evangelical white people. Like that, like every social institution that could be tied back to, like, any point in American history at some point was designed and founded by somebody who hated black people. That's like holistic, you know what I mean? Like, did you know this medical practice / institution that goes back 120 years was created by eugenicists? Everyone was a eugenicist back then. That's not surprising. But anyway, it gets blown out and misinterpreted, and then they treat it like that. Like, even if that was the case back then, that then means that the current motivations for legalizing abortion are to cull the black population. Yeah. Anyway. One thing at a time, lads.
Nobody raised their hands. So wait a second. But who got? But wait a second. Who make the hospitals though? Who got the hospitals? These are Zionists, nigga. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay. Third party, sponsor that. Bring the sponsorships to that. Because there's gonna be some that feel exactly like me.
So, yeah, when he says Zionist, he means Jews, of course. Pretty much as direct of an example of dog whistling that you can get. It's not even dog whistling, really. He's just saying it interchangeably. So, yeah, Jesus Christ, Adolf Hitler, Kanye West, 2024. That was his pitch right there.
These are Zionists. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay. Third party, sponsor that.
Third party. That's what he's saying. That's the...
Bring the sponsorships to that. Because there's going to be some that feel exactly like me. I don't give a I'm 7. I don't give a about life or death. I get visitation with my kids. I ain't got no say so. Walk around like look like soccer players. They don't even know. They don't even know the dad, the kid. They see me come play one on nobody. They still feel you though.
Big up, by the way, to the person who pulled out their phone and started recording this. This Yes Jules person just went live on Insta because they happened to be at the listening party for the music, and I guess he started doing this rant. They just pulled their phone out. I mean, hell yeah.
They'll feel me, but they trying to program them. The head of Louis Vuitton, Bernard Arnault, you. Alexander Arnault, you. Francois Pinault, you. Dimna, you. Balenciaga, Cedric.
By the Yeezy Pods, by the Yeezy Pods.
Yeah, and Adidas, nigga.
I'm pretty sure that he's saying F you to all the people who dropped sponsorships with him or otherwise came out against him when he started openly praising Hitler.
All you niggas is like still wearing Adidas.
I don't know what he said. It sounded like penis to me too. I don't know. I can only investigate this so much. There's not like a perfect transcript, you know?
Nigga, don't say me shit. Nigga, I'm by myself in this motherfucking room, nigga.
Was it Adidas? He said Adidas? Okay, he f***ed up the pronunciation there. That's not just my ear, okay? That motherfucker left out a couple consonants, all right?
Everybody shut the f*** up. Hey, shut the f*** up. Let me tell you something right now. Just the fact that you ain't listening to me, it's it. Ain't none of y'all with me. I'm by myself, because ain't none of y'all stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. And shut up. Be quiet before you get exiled. Like so I'm saying.
Exiled the way Kanye's people were from the desert by the Pharaoh. All right.
Nobody with me. Everybody here having a on a check, having them here like ha ha, laughing at jokes, laughing at the raps and shit. Then I made these beats in my mama's basement. I drew these motherfuckers since I was in 7th grade. Cause when I asked niggas step up, not one stepped up. Not one stepped up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So what we're looking at right here is one of the reasons why I don't view the Kanye West shit with as much, I guess. First of all, a lot of people get upset when they see this because they respected him. Again, this is my superpower. I know so little about music. It's all like it's water on wax paper, you know? He acts a fool, doesn't mean anything to me. He's very obviously mentally ill. Like he's attacking the people at his listening party for not aligning with his like Hitlerite movement or whatever. He is a huge liability to the right wing, you know? The thing is, this is one of the reasons why, like, it's not just having, like, random right-wing lunatics is not necessarily a benefit to the right. He acts like this, you know? You see how he acts, the way he talks to people. This guy can't form a political coalition, you know? He can't keep the mask on. He can't keep himself together. At the most he can do is galvanize some people, you know, or be like a big, like, loud sightseeing, you know, like a big, I don't know, thing to rubberneck at, pull people over, but shut up about music? Can't think of a witty response. What else can I get at? There we go. You know, he's not really capable of, I guess, acting in the way that far-right people have to do to kind of, like, quietly and intelligently bring people over. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, it is sad, obviously. He's very mentally ill. but I know a lot of mentally ill people, and most mentally ill people aren't also Hitlerites. Most Hitlerites online that you see online, most of the people that you see on Twitter, whose Twitter ats are like Cunny 69, 88, and their bio is split between like white nationalism and lolicon hentai. A lot of those people are also mentally ill. I know those people didn't write Graduation, but I'm just saying, like, don't get tricked into believing that you know, Hitlerite shit gets like excused by being mentally ill. There's a lot of mentally ill people who have not gone down the road he has gone down.
I'm saying none of the famous Mav Carter sold me out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said y'all saw me and see my kids. All y'all rich got y'all kids in that Zionist school. See Eric Kenyon.
I wonder what he means by Zionist. It's actually very funny to me that he's now saying Zionist, because this can mean only one of two things, because he used to just say Jewish, 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 okay? It can either mean that he's very impressionable and all of the use of the term Zionist has kind of coded onto his brain, the use of that term over the use of the term Jewish, or he's trying to be clever and like piggyback off of the wave of anti-Zionist advocacy with regards to what's going down in the Gaza Strip. He's trying to like dog whistle, but he's not very good at it because it's not enough to just replace Jewish with Zionist. You also have to be like intelligent with how you dog whistle. It sounds to me like he's trying to play it clever, basically, which comes across as a lot more evil and sinister than him just randomly blurting out Jewish. Does that make sense? Him having no self-control and just blurting out Nazi shit comes across as a lot less manipulative than him having just enough self-control to dog whistle while doing it. You know? Like, eh.
My daughter ripped up the motherfucking couches in the house to be able to be with me right now. Y'all don't know what's going on, for real. Where y'all TikToking and all that shit. Y'all put up with all that shit.
Low feel bad for Kim K for once when Ye posted stuff. Oh, you should. Yeah, this guy 100% like stalked and harassed her. Yeah, like he's one of the most popular people on earth. And he was like directing an ungodly amount of hate towards her when it's very clear this guy should not be around children, you know?
I don't give a I'm in Pop. I'm in Vegas. Like Pop, my daughter had the Tupac fucking t-shirt. So I'm saying, witness this shit. Visit this shit. But I don't believe in nobody but me. I don't y'all don't gotta say we with you. You're not with me. No one's with me because no one's really with me. It's just me and God. That's what I'm saying. And I'm still alive.
Let's go.
And I'm still alive. You ain't post. You ain't with me. You ain't post. When I couldn't see my kids, y'all ain't post. Y'all ain't stop the Adidas shit. Y'all let Adidas crash the richest all time.
Y'all know I did.
Hey,
Adidas was begging.
Wait a second. I put up one tweet, and then Ari Emanuel put, "Oh, we got to drop this," and all niggas just watch. The only that had the Trump hat, the only nigga that went and got them.
Also, I feel like he shouldn't have the N-word pass. This guy is more racist than most white racists. You know what I mean? I feel like when he says the N-word, you know, I feel like it'd be like me saying the N-word, but a lot worse, actually, because I'm not literally Hitler. What I'm saying is I should be saying the N-word instead of him. What I'm saying is I should say the N-word. And he shouldn't. Right? I see people in chat agreeing. Thank you.
Billions. The only breaking through all kinds of ideas in fashion. I've been called so many times for tight jeans. You know what I'm saying? I got from Chicago that I take care of that still trying to sell me. Trying to say I can't go to my GD. I've been way bigger than you. You niggas don't take care of me.
Right now, your thing is between you and God.
Who you shut up. Who you think? No, hold on. Who you think the old man called?
You.
When we put Drake on stage. Who the?
Sorry, I'm reading an article on it because I want to keep up with the times, you know? On the album's eponymous lead single released last month, Kanye West raps, quote, "How am I anti-Semitic? I just f***ed the Jewish bitch. I just f***ed Scooter's bitch," referencing Jewish music mogul Scooter Braun. So I guess he was pretty real for that one. I don't really have a counter argument to that one, I guess.
The old man called.
You.
You know what I'm saying?
Because God put you in position.
Nigga, just because I had a car, everybody.
You the biggest best.
That's what I'm trying to say to you niggas.
This is just a person having a mental breakdown and they're just clapping and going along with this BS. Well, yeah, this is pretty common with people who are really powerful and wealthy and stuff, but like most of the people who are around him are just trying to leech off of him, like, as he falls apart. And there's not much else they can do, really. Like, it's not like any of the people here could, like, speak out to what he's saying and challenge him or whatever. You know, if you were at the Kanye West new album listening party, what are you going to do other than record? Like, dude doesn't have a real friend in the world. And honestly, why should he? Does he deserve a friend? Like, it sounds harsh, but like, holy shit, look at how he acts. Like, are people obligated at all times, no matter what, to have, like, the people around them be, like, have their interest in mind? Whose interest does he have in mind, you know? Again, this isn't just an indictment of mental illness. Most mentally ill people aren't ultra billionaires who then use their platform to start promoting Nazi rhetoric. It's not like I guess I just I don't know, you know? It's a corpse with flies buzzing all around it.
Right now.
Vessel.
This is what y'all been waiting for. Drake, this is what you've been waiting for. Jay-Z, this is what you've been waiting for. Kim, this is what you've been waiting for. All you look, let me tell you something. This is the way the world works.
God is
Period.
using him
Be-
right now.
Okay, be quiet for a second. Don't scream for a second.
I love you, but okay.
No, you gotta get over.
Hey, sorry. Calm down, please.
God runs the world. Then under that, you got
I can't even follow his train of thought. No, it's incoherent. He's just mentally ill.
1,000-year-old families, Medici. Under that, you have the Vatican, the Pope. Under that, you have the financial groups that control all your shit. BlackRock, Vanguard. After that,
Did that woman just say, oh, the Rothschilds?
you have the financial groups that control all your shit. BlackRock, Vanguard. After that,
Are the Rothschilds controlled by the Pope? What universe of... Wait, are the Jews under the Pope or are the Pope under the Jews? Why is the Pope involved in this? What? This doesn't even make any sense. Is this like a post-Vatican II thing? What? This is some like Deus Ex tier, every conspiracy is real at once thing. This is all completely incoherent. Yeah, is the Pope Jewish? Is that true?
after that, you have Putin. You have Trump. You have all this shit. And after that, you got what all this shit is.
It's popular in Nazi circles to call Catholics secret Jews too. Yeah, a lot of Nazis don't like the Vatican II because during the Vatican II, the Pope officially ruled that Jews were not responsible for the death of Christ. So that was after World War II, by the way. After World War II, they made that decision. So before they made that decision, and during World War II, the official position of the Catholic Church was that Jews as a group were responsible for the death of Christ. And a lot of Nazis thought that them changing that after the war was like Jews controlling the Vatican. I don't know why, if that's the case, the Jews wouldn't have controlled them to do that before.
It's entertainment, Hollywood. Take that, run that back, run it in schools. I'm gonna give y'all one last thing before I go. When I first put the tweet up, I was dealing with a divorce lawyer, and I explained to the lawyer what my issue was.
Is there anything the Jews aren't in control of? I just think it's really, really interesting how the Jews apparently control everything, but also somehow, despite being in control of everything, they didn't do anything to stop most, like, Christian Europeans from hating them, and they allowed the Vatican, which they've controlled for 1,000 years, to say they were officially at fault for Jesus' death. And also, for some reason, the Jews control the left wing and use it to destroy the Western world, except the left wing also hates Israel. It's very, very confusing to me about how ultimate, like how enormous and overwhelming the power of the Jews are in every instance, except for all the times they really should have exercised that power, you know?
And his response was to me, if you keep up this anti-Semitic rhetoric, then you won't see your kids. A nigga I knew said I couldn't have an opinion or I wouldn't see my kids.
And it's also, like, this is one of those, again, he can't keep the mask on things. Literally, like, can you imagine a more direct indication of a person's insanity than them screeching about how their divorce lawyer said that unless they stop with the Nazi shit, they couldn't see their kids? This is like something you'd read in, like, a Florida Man story, you know? This is one for the history books, you know? Like, famous musician, you know, accosted by divorce lawyer, told they can't see kids until they stop Nazi rhetoric. They get angry at this, you know? Yeah, it's like GTA character shit. It's just so straightforward. It's so revealing.
Y'all know who y'all playing with? This is a vessel of God. He gonna burn all your shit down. I swear. I knew these was trying to make surviving this way. That's why I sent it up while I was still in the high schools. Bill Cosby couldn't do shit by the time they got him.
This is why fake religious conversions, I don't know if his is fake necessarily. He's too mentally ill to really like crack into, you know. But this is one of the reasons why people touch into religious rhetoric. It's because they like the idea. Everything feels unright to them. Everything feels sort of like confusing and juxtaposed against them, and the world is aligned against them. So the belief that like divine fire purifying everyone that you dislike, there's a reason why like crazy people and religious or like authoritarians gravitate towards this kind of language. Do you think an actual real friend would have stopped Kanye like 10 years ago? I don't know. But also, probably not. A lot of this seems to be brain chemistry stuff. If by friend you mean someone who crams meds down his throat.
R. Kelly couldn't do shit by the time they got him. That's why I had to send it up. Because the same niggas that made him rich, the same niggas doing the documentary. And Cootie, you, because everybody saw that third episode. That's what the whole shit was about.
Period.
Me selling opioids. I'm not even bipolar, and I got signs of autism from the accident.
It's like Spider-Man getting bitten by the radioactive spider, you know? Got autism from the accident.
They're gonna hit me with a medication, have us selling opioids for them. They made me the face of bipolar. Okay, nigga, Big Pharma, where my royalties?
All right, that's good.
Drugs, you done sold off of the idea of Ye being bipolar.
Don't say shit right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They come here so
I think I pretty much
Why
rounded
you
up
still talking? Like, who
everything
are
I want
you?
to say.
Who are you? I'm just saying they.
Yeah, take out.
Yeah, come on, go. Sorry, come on. Ready?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Come on.
Nigga, take.
They can make him.
Sorry. You can only record the crazy man for so long before he lunges to get your Lunchables. That's the Kanye West Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare, you know? Like, yeah, and he sort of like lunges at you to get your phone. She could have drawn less attention to herself. Well, she and most of the people there are probably like on a spectrum of idiots to sycophants, right? Like a lot of the people there obviously just want to be in the shadow of power, or to go to like a cool party they can tell their friends about, or something they can brag about, their various like blogs, or like their leeches, basically. And I don't even think there's necessarily anything wrong with leeching off Kanye, by the way. Like, Kanye is a monster. I don't care if it's like a product of mental illness. Nazi, don't give a shit. So, like, if they just want to go over and, like, I don't know, have some, like, nice, like, alcohol at his expense, I don't, like, whatever. You could really tell, by the way, like, the energy in that room must have been insanely uncomfortable. A multi-minute rant of him just standing in the middle complaining about his divorce lawyer and how people had the audacity to tell him he had to be less anti-Semitic, and the only times people really made noise was to tell other people to shh so they could continue to record and listen to the rant, you know? And people weren't really agreeing with anything he said. He'd punctuate a bunch of statements with like, no one was there with me, and then what would people say? Nothing. They wouldn't say anything, because no one there is with him, really. They're there with him physically, but they're not there with him ideologically, which is good, because they shouldn't be, because he's a Nazi. A lot of what he said is too incoherent to really dig into, apart from the fact, I guess, it's pretty clear that nothing about him ideologically has changed. He's switched from Jewish to Zionist, either because he's deliberately dog whistling, or because he's so manipulable by what he sees in the news that he's just like shifting his rhetoric naturally without thinking about it. It could be either, honestly. I think he's probably dog whistling. But a lot of the stuff that he said, he hasn't changed, you know. His new album is going to come out soon. I have heard people talk about the first song of the album that has already come out, and I have heard people be very critical of it. I don't know enough about music to look at that and to, like, comment on it, or to listen to the song and go, wow, dude, this is nothing like Ye's old sound. This sucks ass. Because I could listen to anything. You like, it's like, you know how wine taste testers are bullshitting 50% of the time? Like, you can give them like a really expensive wine, a really cheap wine. They'd be like, oh yeah, you know, they don't know what's what, right? You can give me like boop, 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 boop. I'm like, dude, yeah, okay. So this is Kanye's old music, and it's really good. Compared to this new shit, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. It doesn't sound very good. Human music, yeah. Just look at the lyrics. I mean, I'm not a music. Yeah. Excited for Melon's review of it. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be pretty funny, if nothing else. Have you heard Graduation? No. But again, we're not really talking about music. We're talking about him. You know, if the album is really good, it might bring more people on to supporting him. Unfortunately, like, this is really dumb and irrational, but unfortunately, there are a lot of people who genuinely don't give a fuck if he's a Nazi and will just defend him because he's their idol. Like, you saw all the people in that Instagram live stream saying, dude, turn the video off. The only reason they would want that is because he's their idol, and they want all of his crazy Nazi rambling to be in secret because they just don't want the illusion to be torn apart, which is pathetic, you know, of course. Do you think the fact that he's a Nazi taints his music? I think that it's possible for people who are like crazy right-wing to make good art, but it's very difficult for them to. However, he's already a good artist. So like he could make good art while being a Nazi, but he should still be shunned for being a Nazi. If Hitler would have stayed an artist, would he be like Kanye? Yes. Hitler's hip-hop albums demonstrated real potential. His rejection from the Academy sent him down a dark road. But, you know, if he had had the ability to continue to bust out, you know, fat rhymes like before, maybe things could have gone down differently, you know? Huge thing is that he based his new album art off a black metal band that was led by an actual neo-Nazi. Is that true? Vultures? Kanye West and T.Y. Dolla Sign's Vultures album cover linked to Nazism. From Hip Hop DX News. Okay. The artwork piece in the 1830s, known as Adolf Hitler's favorite artist, whose work used to promote Nazi ideology. Vultures artwork seems to be inspired by Norwegian black metal band Burzum with... Oh, where's the album art? Noting Friedrich's status favors art of Adolf Hitler. More further observed, the cover's typography was remnant of that used by Burzum, black metal band. And this is the thing. This is the Nazi band they're saying it's like. And yeah, it looks like pretty much the same typography. Though to be fair, don't a lot of like gothic pieces of art use this kind of font? I don't know if that's necessarily anything. It's probably safe to assume that it was a deliberate Nazi association, though, because all Kanye West talks about is the Jews, right? Like, he can't shut the fuck up about Hitler shit, you know? It's not like, oh man, you're reading too much into it. You would have to explain to me that anything he does wasn't inspired by Nazis, you know? Like, he won't shut up about it. It's the only thing he cares about. So, yeah. He was also wearing a German military jacket. Damn, if only the photos were embedded in the album. That's not a German military jacket. That's a puffer jacket. It's the shirt that has a coat of arms on it. Federal coat of arms in Germany. This is Bundesstadler. This is not necessarily a Nazi symbol. However, he probably thought it was when he put it on. Again, like, in his mind, everything is about Jews and Hitler. Okay? So even if he's probably wearing these shoes because somebody convinced him that these were Hitler's shoes. Okay, it's safe to assume that anything he does or says is in some way like a product of that. You know, what the high fashion ass place is this pic from? Oh, I don't know. This is drippy as shit though. The girl that's with him in this photo has run back to her family after being controlled by him. Really? This chick like was being abused by him and had to flee or something? The girl looks like a baby chicken. Yeah, she does. Is that true? I'm asking. That's his wife? I didn't know he remarried. So what's her name? So I can investigate that claim? Okay, nobody in chat's giving me any useful information. So I'm just going to move on. Daily Mail shit. Okay, no, nothing. Never mind. Whatever. Not that invested in the personal life of Blitler.